What's up guys, today I'm going to be renovating my house because as you can see, it's really crappy. And so is my editing, but it's kind of fair because I did spend over 6 hours trying to make this house, and unfortunately for the first clip, or like the first part of my video, I unfortunately did not turn on my mic, which I'm pretty sure I did. So I think I just my mic got screwed over for a little bit. But anyways, I did actually mine and chop some wood before the video, so I had some pre-resources because this video was gonna take a while. I did not expect it to take so many blocks. But to make this project, I first had to make a little area for my trees to grow. I also had a little bit of a nerve-wracking moment because I forgot to light up the bridge so two zombies spawned, but thankfully I was able to fight them off. But it was up until this point that I realized I really didn't need to go out that far just to make a tree platform, but I realized late, so I just rolled with it. Anyways, my first thought was to make these little pots of dirt and space them out so I can get the most value from my dirt, which is what I did right here. I then repeated the process to plant 4 jungle saplings, 8 dark oak saplings, 2 regular oaks, and 2 acacia.
Looks cool. Ah, looks like a creeper face.
Anyways, when I was mining off camera, I managed to get a trident from this round, which is going to be really useful because it's probably going to be my most powerful weapon. And I also finally began construction on the house. Although I did a tiny little mess up because I actually made one side a tiny bit longer by 1 block, but that's fine because it's barely even noticeable. I'm just going to live with it.
Although it's just really, like really anxious because I feel like I'm gonna fall. But that's fine.
Anyways, for the entrance, I was kind of thinking of making a little arch to go into kind of the mansion, which is exactly what I did.
Yeah, Loki, that's cool.
And then I began to find a way to merge the arch into the entrance of the house.
Yeah, that could work out.
And after that, I began building the frame of the house, which is the column before the
Make
storm.
another layer on top.
Those are eyes, by the way. I know this was the most excruciating part of building the house, the filling of the house. And as a matter of fact, this took so many blocks that I actually had to do some math so I didn't undermine blocks, which turned out to be about 5 stacks of cobblestone just to fill out the rest of the floor. So you can imagine just how many stacks of blocks this took, which is a lot because you gotta remember the resources here are very limited. So this was a pain in the butt. Anyways, I ended up filling everything out off camera because if I recorded it, this video would be way too long. But then I finally started adding some details into the house. And I'm not much of a builder, but I really tried. And just some context, what I was trying to go here is like one of those like mansions, those like houses you see on YouTube. Yeah, as again, I'm not much of a builder, but I tried doing that, like slightly rural, kind of home-ish, like grandma's home type of look. In the end, it came out alright. I'm proud of it though. It's probably one of my better works because I'm pretty cheeks at building. And anyways, this is how the other side turned out, which I actually think it turned out pretty well. And now I gotta copy it and mirror it to the other side and all the other sides. So anyways, cue the music. Anyways, it was at this point when I realized that I made one side one tiny bit block longer. By this point, it was too late to turn around, so fuck it, I just went with it. Alright, now that we have finished the front of the house, we just need to fill in the sides, which I'm not going to do with sand because there's barely any sand in this world and I haven't even learned how to do it yet. I made this cool little design that I place every 6 blocks, and honestly, it ends up looking pretty cool, and I honestly liked it. I'm definitely not the best builder, but I'm not exactly sure what's trying to come up here, but hey, you know what? It worked out, so. And now the other most excruciating part of the build began, the filling of the roof.
Oh, there's another one up there. go. Got three more. Okay, now I think about making the staircase like right around here. But I'm not really good at making curved things in Minecraft, so should I make it of oak? I can kind of have to make it of oak. You don't have anything else. Here on out, that's where I start, right? Wait, no, that's a full block, not a... Okay, yeah, I think I finally did it. I think I got it. I think I got it. Um, Now mine the dark oak slabs, so you get like the final little crease at the end, like merge, faint, and kind of thing, right? Yeah, so you kind of go up here. Yep, I think I finally did it. And then I think something about this part right there doesn't look right. Mm, nah, yeah, I think I need like this stair and that stair. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to change it, unless, mm, by like a block, I guess. Although, okay, let's move it one block. Okay, and then it goes like one, two. It goes like a square, and then with the okay, yep. And then I need the stairs, which that's fine. Okay, so
So anyways, this is what the house ended up looking like, and honestly, I'm happy with it. I'm not complaining. It actually looks kind of nice.